Wow. What's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in today. I'm blown away by what showed up inside the Bad Publicity mailbox today. Very, very pumped and excited. You can tell by the title of this video. You can tell by the spoiler sign that's sitting up in the corners, and you can tell by the Sinister Motives box that is below me. Unfortunately, I'm usually joined by my faithful colleague Corey at these times, but in the effort just to get this out and released, because we had some scheduling conflicts, so he was gracious enough to say, give it to the people. They need it. So we are here to announce some spoiler cards for the Sinister Motives. Oh my gosh. This is the fourth expansion campaign box for Marvel Champions, and this is one that I'm very excited for, since it was kind of semi-announced or spoiled just at the end of 2021 there in December. A Spider-Man campaign that you're facing off against the Sinister Six, that you're also including Venom, and also the brand new, not brand new, but brand new to the main world because of the multiverse, is Gwen Stacy and the Ghost Spider, and also obviously Miles Morales as Spider-Man. This is incredibly awesome, and Miles is somebody that I've wanted to play inside of this game for a very, very long time. And from what we've seen, I think they've done an incredible job with Miles, giving him the spider camouflage ability. And he just looks so cool to play. The Venom Blast, he's got two kind of specials there. Gwen, I just couldn't ask for a better set of cards sitting in here. And then obviously we have the original Spider-Man. We have Spider-Woman. So we got a couple spiders to come out and play inside of this box. But I mean, when you tear it open, you're gonna obviously play from Miles or Gwen first. So let's do some looking here. So I've got two cards first. What did you say? Two cards first? Yes. We're going to get to three cards here today, whenever you're watching this. We're going to get to two cards first that are from a modular encounter set called Down to Earth. This is a really cool extra modular set that is kind of all about those street level conflicts. It's something that everybody associates with Spider-Man from those classic stories where or you remember that very old Spider-Man cartoon from the the memes. He's always just going in and catching those petty thugs first off, and just getting down to business before he hears some other kind of alarm off in the distance and has to go save the day from one of the other heroes. So what this kind of plays along with is into our first spoiler. I think this was semi-spoiled as a half if you get into some of those Hall of Heroes sets, but this is the clean. You come to Bad Publicity for the cleanness of it. This is just Common Criminal. This is really cool how they've built this effect in. This design space in this box, from everything I'm seeing, is just taking this game into so many different levels. And I can't, it's so refreshing to see that it is a fresh take every time we're opening one of these campaign boxes. They're just able to outdo themselves. This has got to be the pinnacle, like I said, the pinnacle box. Obviously, when you get that true Venom on the front. Common Criminal, this is really cool. Again, thematically, it's got Surge. It's just a zero scheme, one attack card But you can see how the theme plays into this. Alter ego action, so you can't, you can't do this in your, regular form. You gotta suit up. Let's spend a punch resource here. Got the little fisticuffs. Deal 3 damage. Boom. It only takes 3 damage. Interesting. Spider-Man obviously, wraps up these street thugs very quickly, does some kind of comical, saying. Make sure that you add in your own comical phrase when you bust up this common criminal. And if the minion is defeated this way, choose to either draw 1 card or remove 3 threat from a side scheme. That's really cool. Really cool. It's one of the the minions you probably are hoping for. I think it's very interesting. Again, thematically, you're just kind of boosting morale. You're lowering the threat to the city exponentially, because maybe some of these will surge in. But that's kind of a cool little minion take. Again, this one you may have already seen a sneak peek from, but there's the clean version. The next one from the Down to Earth set, you can see here that it's volunteer work. Now this is a side scheme. Again, this is really cool. Look at Miles doing his thing there. Some volunteer work, helping to clean up Central Park, probably. Alter ego action. You can't thwart this. Alter ego action. You'll spend 2 resources of any type. Remove threat from this scheme equal to your alter ego's recovery. That's really cool. Now, if you're seeing below, if your identity has the civilian trait, you get to draw a card. What's cool with that is that we have seen this in the past. So not only will Gwen and Miles be civilians, but we have Scott Lang, who is Ant-Man, is civilian. We have Quicksilver, who is Pietro Maximoff. He was a civilian. And we have from the Mad Titans shadow box, we have Spectrum. Monica Rambeau is a civilian. So what we have here is really cool set of side scheme abilities that again play off what we really love at Bad Publicity, which is the traits, right? So again, this is we're really honored to spoil a card here that plays into everything we love about building on those traits and helping deck build. And again, that set, it makes sense that the 2 in the box are going to come with it, with the civilian trait and play into this. It makes sense that Miles is going to play into it, but it's also cool that it's not a dead trait, that no other previous heroes carry that trait. It is to note that a Spider-Man original does not have that civilian trait, so that will obviously play into things there. Let's just grab here. I'll let you know what he was, and he was a genius, Peter Parker. So he was not a civilian. He was a genius at the time, like he's not now. But this is this is something that Corey and I talk about all the time. Is sometimes you see traits on only for certain packs, but as the game grows, it's great that they go back and revisit, or if they've planned forward, that these traits obviously play a key role into the game. So that is super cool. That's super cool. Let's just back this up a bit. Alter ego action. I said suited up, and I meant suited down. Caught myself there. This is why Corey, needs to be here to sometimes keep a guy like me in check with the ramblings at this time of night. So alter ego action should have been corrected that it is not suited up. So you're not in your Spidey gear. So you take them by surprise. So those are the two cards we have here from the Down to Earth modular set. Oh boy, do I have a super treat for you. I was ecstatic, and this was very well planned from our friends at Asmodee for letting us do this spoiler. I'm gonna call it spoiling my very own card here. The third card is from a campaign encounter set. And that's all I will say here first. Let's bring up this bad boy here. Oh, you'll see why they sent this to me. Oh, dearest me. You know, my good friends at FFG. This is the Bad Publicity campaign set. And who is that? Is that Jameson on the Bad Publicity card? What? Touched J. Jonah Jameson on Bad Publicity. Someone was doing their homework. I thank you, design team. This is this is you know, this got some good chuckles when I saw it. I never would have thought about putting two and two together here. Always knew that J. Jonah Jameson was a character in Spider-Man. Always thought that was really cool. But I never thought that you guys would marry that across to a Bad Publicity campaign card or Bad Publicity card. That's very funny from an inside joke, and I thanks, and you know, there was some good threads behind the scenes on this one. So this is a smear campaign. It's treachery. This is really cool that it has a in expert mode text here. So in expert mode, this card gains surge. That's something that's really awesome, as we've already talked about expert mode being added into the game, and if you're playing at those levels, it's great to see the sets and the cards being able to adapt to that. So obviously, if you're not playing in expert mode, it's not going to gain anything, but it's great to see that the design teams are playing off that level with these releases. When revealed, if public outcry is in play, place 2 notoriety counters on it, then remove this card from the game. If public outcry is not in play, place 2 threat on the main scheme. This is Bad Publicity card 2 of 2, so we assume that the other piece will be its matching sidekick, assailant. It'll be its brother sister card. Isn't that awesome though? It's very cool when you when you get these hidden shout outs inside of games, when you get in the industry and you do these little fan casts and develop things for just the fun of it, and then something comes along like this just to just to give the silent tip of the cap, and we read you loud and clear, guys. Thank you very much for choosing us to spoil this card and for this lovely touching moment. I'll have to go back and talk to Michael or Caleb to see the story behind this one, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Let's take a look at what we have here. Just again from the full spread there, you can see these were the cards that we were pieced out and given for this time. But what an incredible honor, what an incredible evening for us to have not 1, not 2, but 3 spoilers tonight, and spoiling our own card. Again, I am incredibly excited for the Sinister motives, the cards that we've already seen, inside of here with Venom, Mysterio, the whole Sinister Six, the Sandman cards that were, kind of spoiled and brought in. Kraven the Hunter. This is going to be a very, very fun set to play, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this one. So make sure you pick it up when it is released. Thank you for tuning in and for hanging out. Corey sends his apologies, but he'll catch you on the next one, guys, girls. Fellow YouTube watchers, thank you very much. Whoever out there is consuming our content, really appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next one. Night all.